Hello again. So here I am. I've got a large cherry, about 12 inches in diameter. I do have a crotch figure in here. I got something funky going on up in here, branch that came out, or maybe that's the pith, or so I want to stay away from that. It's going to off-center this burst quite a bit. I might catch a bunch of that in the edge of the bowl, and I'm not really going for a bunch of symmetry here. I'm just going to try see what the wood gives me. Same thing up here, pith's not perfectly centered, but I'm still going to max out the outside diameter. Might not look perfect. And here, not really sure, just kind of filling up the space again with the next largest size that I can get. This is where the split starts, but I don't think that'll make too much of a figure difference in the bowl. But here's 1, 2, and 3. Well, just like life, some anticipated things happened with this first piece that I cut off, 1 of 3. I had to take 2 rips off. I noticed that the piths weren't straight, so I cut a pretty even one off to meet it, and then I had to rip another piece off of it because they still weren't straight. So now I think I got it looking pretty good, and she's ready to go. But it took a little much for the electric chainsaw, but she did it. I'm trying to keep the noise down because I'm in public here. All right, let's get her going. I like this. It's got some nice gum in the center of it here towards the heart. Looks like it'll look pretty good. Let's keep moving. All right, so I just got done with cherry bowl number 1 out of 3. Looking at it, this is some older sapwood here. It's got that brown. It looks kind of bad. Another thing, I got a couple limbs that came through. One there, and then a small one there at the lip. So those aren't the best things that you want to see, but there it is anyway. It's not perfectly centered, it's a little off. Anyhow, I'm gonna put green seal on it and call it a day for this one. Here I just finished rough turning the second cherry bowl, number 2. Turned out pretty good. Still some of that darker sapwood here. The older stuff on one of the sides. The trunk must have been a little offset, but it matches the first one. So there's 2. Okay, this is number 3. This is the one with the crotch in it. You can see the crotch wave right in the side here. It's quite pronounced on the top, looking pretty cool. What I've got going on right now, I turned off my generator, is I've got a wobble. So that's because this side's uneven. And I don't think you can see it, but there's some waves because it was rocking before because the front was uneven when I had it attached to this side. So flipping it around, balance this side out, and then I'm going to flip it around again and balance this side out, and then flip it around again so that I can get up to my next highest speed on my step pulley. I'm going to get a number 3 here. This is the bowl that had the crotch in it, and I turned it all out. There's really not much that you can see. By the time I'm done, you really won't see much. You'll just see, a 1/4 inch or so, and some figure up at the top of the rim once I turn it out and it gets thinner. So that's why when I turn a crotch, I try to keep that figure towards the top and make a shallow bowl. You can see it on the side, actually comes down a couple inches there. It's neat. Figured I'd try something different. Still a nice looking bowl. I'll put some anchor seal on it and put it to dry. Before I pick up, I just wanted to show you the 3 that I had here. My lathe bench really isn't big enough to fit all 3 on it. But those are the 3 pieces that came from that crotch piece earlier. Chair's pretty nice. You really have to imagine it without this here, you know, and the wall's thinner. Some nice gum in here. That little bit will turn out. That's how I do it. There's the aftermath. It's public property. Some commuters' parking lot over here in Loudoun County. So, all right. That's all she wrote. You guys have a good night. Hope you enjoyed it.